Panama's president José Raúl Mulino made one thing clear: the Panama Canal is not for sale. Not even to the United States, which, built the thing. Mulino flat out rejected any negotiations with the US about changing the canal's ownership. The canal belongs to Panama, he stated, making it abundantly clear that any talk of a handover was a non-starter. This declaration comes amidst heightened tensions between the two countries over the future of this crucial waterway. The US, under the, shall we say, persuasive leadership of President Trump, has been making noises about reclaiming control of the canal, citing concerns ranging from unfair treatment of American ships to the looming specter of China. The US argument, if you can call it that, seems to be based on the old adage, finders keepers, losers. Well, you lost a whole canal. But as anyone who's ever been on the losing end of a playground squabble knows, I had it first. Doesn't hold up for very long, especially not when you're talking about a sovereign nation and a vital shipping route. The history of the Panama Canal is, to put it mildly, messy. The US kicked things off in the early 1900s, carving a path through the Isthmus of Panama with a combination of engineering prowess and good old-fashioned imperialism. For the better part of a century, the canal was essentially an American waterway, a symbol of US engineering might, and let's be honest, its willingness to throw its weight around. However, history, like a slow-moving cargo ship, eventually changes course. In 1977, after years of negotiations and growing Panamanian resentment, the US agreed to hand over control of the canal. This historic transfer finally took place on December 31, 1999, marking a new era for Panama and its most valuable asset. But old habits die hard, especially when it comes to superpowers and strategically important waterways. The recent spat over the canal is a stark reminder that the ghosts of history still loom large over US-Panama relations. President Trump, never one to let a good crisis go to waste, has been characteristically blunt in his approach to the Panama Canal issue. He's repeatedly threatened to take back the canal, using the kind of language that wouldn't be out of place in a playground squabble. His administration has accused Panama of everything from overcharging American ships to cozying up to China, a country that Trump seems to view as both an economic rival and a personal nemesis. Enter Marco Rubio, the US Secretary of State, who's been dispatched to Panama on a mission of, let's call it damage control. Rubio's task is to try to smooth over the ruffled feathers caused by his boss's less-than-diplomatic pronouncements. It's a tough gig, kind of like trying to convince your neighbor that your pet tiger is completely harmless after it's already eaten their prize-winning roses. Rubio's visit hasn't exactly been met with open arms. Panamanians, understandably miffed at being told what to do with their own canal, have taken to the streets in protest. Burning US flags and chanting slogans, they've made it abundantly clear that they won't back down in the face of US pressure. The Panama Canal dispute has quickly escalated from a bilateral spat into an international incident. Latin American leaders, long wary of US intervention in the region, have condemned Trump's threats as a blatant attempt at neo-imperialism. The situation has also drawn the attention of global powers like China and Russia, who are no doubt enjoying the spectacle of the US getting its feathers ruffled over a canal it no longer controls. Lost in all the diplomatic wrangling is the question of what Panama actually wants. President Mulino has insisted that his country is open to cooperation with the US on issues of mutual interest, such as trade, security, and maybe even a shared Netflix account. However, he's also made it clear that any such cooperation must be based on respect and recognition of Panama's sovereignty. The future of the Panama Canal remains uncertain. Will the US back down from its demands, or will it continue to push for a return to the days when it called the shots? Will Panama find itself caught in the middle of a geopolitical tug-of-war between the US and China? One thing's for sure, the Panama Canal, once a symbol of American engineering might, has become a flashpoint in a new era of global competition and shifting alliances. And in a world where old powers are being challenged and new players are emerging, one thing is clear: sometimes you just have to let go of the canal. Stay informed with the latest updates on this and other global stories. Subscribe to Vision Stream News today.